They towed my car without asking, so I made their entire towing racket collapse. When I left for a weekend trip to visit family, my old Chevy pickup was parked right where it always was, under the big oak tree at the edge of my apartment lot. That spot had been mine for 3 years. Nobody never complained, but when I came back Monday morning, the space was empty. No broken glass, no skid marks, just a little grease stain where my truck used to sit. At first I thought maybe it had been stolen. My heart sank. Then I saw it, a bright yellow sign bolted to the curb, where the paint was still fresh. Reserved parking, unauthorized vehicles will be towed. Funny thing is those signs weren't there when I left. So I started making calls, after 3 transfers and 2 different hold lines. I got the name of the towing company. Titan Recovery, they wanted $30, $580 in cash to release my truck. And if I didn't pay right away, they'd tack on another $65 a day in storage fees. I was furious, but fury works best with patience. So I swallowed my pride, drove down to their fenced yard, paid their ransom in cash, and drove my Chevy home. But I kept the receipt and I started digging. First, I pulled out my lease and read every page twice. Nowhere did it say the HOA had authority over parking. In fact, it said the opposite. Tenants are entitled to unrestricted use of designated resident parking areas. Second, I went down to City Hall and pulled public records. Turns out Titan Recovery had been fined twice already. For illegal tow's predatory practices, they called it, and third, I looked up state law right there in black and white. Towing companies must post signage for 7 days before enforcement begins. The HOA put those shiny new signs up Friday night. My truck was gone by Saturday morning, by Tuesday evening. I walked into the HOA's meeting uninvited. Their president, smug guy in a tailored blazer and shiny shoes, looked like he thought he ran the whole town. He tried to wave me off. "You're not on the agenda," he said, smirking. "Maybe not," I told him, dropping a thick folder onto the table. "But you're going to hear this." Then I laid it out: illegal tow, breach of contract, pattern of abuse, and the best part, I'd already filed complaints with the state, Attorney General, the city, and the local news station. The room went dead quiet. Board members shifted in their seats. A few wouldn't even look me in the eye. The president tried, mumbling something about community standards. But I cut him off. This wasn't community standards. I said this was theft. By Thursday, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. First, they offered to refund my towing fee. I refused. Then they offered to cover reasonable damages. Still no, I told them the only deal I'd take was this. They would pay me $1,000 a day. For every day my truck sat in that impound lot. They would cancel their contract with Recovery, and they would sign a written agreement that no resident's vehicle could ever be towed.